Hello my friends, and welcome to Tom's Tinkering and Adventures. Today's August 29th. This is probably my last day on my super adventure, my trip. And I camped last night in Arizona. And let me give you a little view of what we got here at this campsite. Lost the camera almost. There we go. That's the kind of quality you get on my channel. This is Navajo National Monument outside of Kayenta, Arizona. And I rolled in here last night, probably about 6:30 or 7, something like that. And I knew there was probably some pretty nice stuff here. So even though I should probably get moving because it's already getting a little bit warm, I wanted to check it out and share a little bit of it with y'all. Now, from what I understand, there's some Navajo cliff dwellings in this park, and I don't know how far down they are. I don't know how much walking I would really want to do this morning, but let's check a little bit of it out. All right, this is the end of the trail I started on. Absolutely beautiful down here. And this is a national monument, I believe, but there's no charge to get in here. Camping is free. So if you ever find yourself up here north of Flagstaff area, you can come check it out. It's a real nice place. Campsites are clean. They have running water, toilets, barbecue grills. I mean, for the price of free, you're not gonna beat it. And man, I'm glad I took the hike down here. It was a little ways and it's all downhill, but I'm gonna be going back up. The sun's coming up in the sky here already. Probably mid to high 70s already. I don't know what else there is to hike or add around here, but I know there's at least 3 or 4 trails that you can hike. But I'm glad I took the time to check it out. Definitely worth it. When I'm riding and making time, sometimes I drive by things that I want to check out, and I think about it, well, it's going to take me half an hour to get down there. You know, even if I rush through it, it's an hour. I kind of started this out without having any sort of an agenda, but that's unrealistic when I got family waiting for me at home. So my previous video I made, I said that I was looking at maybe going down through Sedona, but now I'm looking at the map and I'm possibly considering going down to Flagstaff and just getting on the interstate. Those of you who watch just know how much I dislike the interstate, but it's going to allow me to cut across to Kingman City, which I've never been to. And I could stop there for a little while. There's supposed to be some like wild burros and stuff in that town. And then cut across the corner of Nevada, add one more state to my list. So, and another thought that I had as well is that the interstate's going to have more places for me to stop when it gets hot. So I can stop more often. A lot of these small roads, well, I was going to say they don't have that many places to stop, but actually they do. I mean, at least every 50 miles. So, take one more look over here. I just love the red sandstone. It's beautiful. And we'll make the walk uphill, get my gear all on, drink a little bit of coffee and hit the road. We'll see you at the next stop.
All right, so I've traveled about 100 miles so far, and I'm currently on Highway 89 South, heading into Flagstaff. I'm probably about 30 miles away from Flagstaff, and it's just been beautiful views the whole morning. I had so many places I wanted to stop and hit up the camera, but I mean, I could have stopped every couple miles. This is Little Colorado River right here. So this is kind of part of Grand Canyon, probably like the southeast side of the Grand Canyon, and there's lots of this stuff along this road. You can access the Grand Canyon like about 60 miles away from Flagstaff. So for my friends who are in the San Diego area, if you haven't been to the Grand Canyon, it's really probably a 3-day weekend. You could do it pretty easily. It's about 500 miles to get up to Flagstaff, and then you could stay there, spend a day exploring the Grand Canyon, and then go back, stay in Flagstaff, and then ride back the next day, drive back. I mean, not everyone's on a motorcycle, but yeah, lots of good views out here. Lots of good views. So I'm gonna roll into the Flagstaff area, get some fuel, and then decide on my route. This is one thing I like about Arizona. If you're not familiar with the state, you wouldn't think you'd have pine forests and nice cool temperatures in August. But here I am just east of Flagstaff. It's actually probably 10 degrees warmer than it was in Flagstaff here where I'm at, which is outside of Williams, Arizona. And we're probably at, I guess, 5,000 or 6,000 feet of altitude. It's really nice here. I mean, I would enjoy camping here right now. I wish this was my stop for the day, but I'm riding on, I don't remember the name of the road here, but off and on of historic Route 66 a little bit. I'm about 200 miles into the day here. Still enjoying the temperatures, but I'm going to be dropping down into the desert soon, I imagine. And I think my luck is going to run out, and I'm going to be hitting some hot. So I'm planning to ride down into Laughlin, cross over the Nevada border, and then drop down to Oatman, Arizona, and then cut into California, back to the motherland. But I just thought I'd stop here because I really like the view. We'll see at about mile 300. All right, I'm in Kingman, Arizona, about mile 330. And as altitude dropped, about 30 miles ago actually, there was a pass I went on the I-40. Altitude dropped 5,000, 4,000, 3,000. I don't know where we're at now, but it's been getting warm. So I enjoyed the first 300 miles of this trip today, but I feel like I'm going to be in for some heat here real soon. About 40 miles away from Laughlin. So I'm going to ride into Laughlin, check it out, turn around, head back out, drop down to Oatman, and then try to find a good route on some back roads to get home. So I'm going to get some drinks in me and head out. See you at the next stop. All right, I'm going to start out with that. It's 104 degrees here, and that's actually cooled down. It was 114 in Laughlin. But now I'm in beautiful Oatman, Arizona. Oatman, Arizona. Hopefully my bike doesn't get tipped over here by the locals. But they do appear pretty friendly. This was a little bit out of my way, but I decided I would go here just because I heard it's a pretty cool place, and it appears to be a pretty cool place. Now, being that it's so hot, I'm sure some of you are wondering about me wearing this entire suit. Now, it might be hard to believe, but it's actually not too bad. I wouldn't say it's great, but it's not totally uncomfortable. Once I get a little sweat going, like if I stop at a stoplight, it's unbearable. But as soon as I move, the air going through this suit feels cool until it all dries out. So I'm gonna try to stay a little bit wet on the shirt, whether it's from sweat or from some water in the bathroom. But hopefully I won't have too much trouble going through here. All right, oh yeah, by the way, 400 miles so far. All right, so I'm almost at 500 miles since leaving Oak, and I've had a high of 119 degrees and a low of 104 degrees. So, you know, it's been pretty nice. I saw a VFW in Golden Shores, Arizona, and I stopped there and cooled off a little bit. And, got my shirt all wet, and I did that again here at this gas stop here in California. And I can show you exactly how I know I'm in California here. Let me get right up over here so y'all can see how I know that I'm in California. There you go. By that right there. Yeah. Welcome back to California. So anyway, I've got about 270 miles more to go, and hopefully it cools off a bit. But I'll tell you what, once you get the shirt wet, it actually feels cold, but it doesn't take long. And the shirt dries off. My shirt was completely dry when I stopped here, and it had been for quite a while, but if I could keep the shirt wet, I would be plenty comfortable. So we'll see how long until it gets under 100. All right, it's 7 p.m. and I just got 600 miles almost exactly. I am in Coachella, California, and in good news, I did have a low temp of 102, so it's cooling off. Yeah, I rode 120 miles since the last video, and 102 was the low. Anyway, I got about 150 miles left. That's what the nav is telling me. And at 600 miles, this is the longest day I've done on this entire trip, so I'm looking to add some miles to that. I'm going to finish her up today here. I got 150 left. I'm going to go right in here, Carl's Jr. Get myself one of these tasty burgers. Get some food in my belly. I've eaten 6 Oreos and a beer, and that's it today. So, no wait, I had something else. What the hell else did I eat today? Oh, some banana bread. A slice of banana bread. So it's time for a tasty burger. Cool off a bit and then finish this thing off strong. So I'll probably stop at the 700 mile mark to stretch out. So I'll see you then. All right, it's about 9:30 at night. On about 120 miles from the last stop. I have about 720 miles for the day, just a little bit under that, and about 40 or so miles left to get home. So my last stop here, and I'm just stretching out a little bit. I'm getting kind of tired. I've been riding 14 hours or so today, but I should make it back no problem. Another 30 minutes to 40 minutes, right about there. But this is definitely the longest day on this bike here. My previous bike I did a 970 mile day on it at one point. And I guess, all things considered, I could probably do a 1,000-mile day on this bike as well. So I'm gonna be 750 miles, under 15 hours. So it'd give me 9 hours to do 250 more. I think I could do it. Getting a little bit sore, so that's just part of the game when you're riding them kind of miles. But I'm gonna go ahead and walk around a little bit, stretch out, and get back on the bike, head home, and then close the video out from there. See ya at my place. All right. Yeah, I think that about sums it up. I'm back in the Tom's Tinkering and Adventures headquarters. We're home. Yeah, back where the magic happens. So all said today, about 767 miles. Not too shabby. Made it home. It's not too terribly late, about 10:30 or so. I don't know about the rest of y'all, but I'm gonna go ahead and get myself cleaned up and lay down and get some sleep in my bed. So that's the end of this adventure, but I got a lot more planned. Don't you worry about that. I hope that I've inspired some of y'all to get out there and find your adventure. Adios.